Hello and welcome. Today we'll be talking about Void Rift hit squads on rifts to Korhal. Hit squads are small groups that you use to control rifts in various parts of the map. You need about 3 to 5 groups to control all the rifts that may appear on this map. You should hotkey your hit squads and remember where they are so you can access them easily. And what you usually do is you shift move them back to their position after you clear a rift. So when a rift spawns, you click your control group or you press the number, you right click the rift, then right click them back to where they should be. And you cannot use F2 because if you use F2, your units will all clump together and get out of position. I have already explained this in my Void Rifts guide, but here it is again. Some commanders use hit squads to deal with close rifts and far ones. Close rifts here refers to the areas near the expos for rifts to Korhal. For Raynor, you can get 2 to 3 Banshees per hit squad for close rifts, and eventually you get BCs. BCs don't care about the rift locations because they have teleport. Kerrigan doesn't really use hit squads, but you should have Omega Worms in the hit squad locations, which I'll show you in a moment. Artanis makes 3 to 4 Dragoons in the hit squad areas. Also, Artanis can make a single Tempest to disintegrate and shoot down rifts as well. You can also use observers in rift squad areas so that you can use Zealot Warpins to kill any rifts there or orbital strikes. Swan doesn't use hit squads, he just makes static defense for close rifts. Zagara can use hit squads, but a lot of times she just uses F2. Vorazun uses 2 to 3 DTs. You can use time stop after the 820 waves, which may spawn around 840 after you use the first one. And during the time stop, you can send your regular DTs to far locations safely. Karax spreads observers or mirages to get vision for orbital strike. And you can use static D for close rifts. Those can serve as a hit squad. Abathur doesn't use hit squads. Alarak uses 4 to 5 destroyers. You can also use a War Prism to overcharge and kill a rift. Nova's hit squads are just 2 Cloaked Banshees. Stukov uses 2 to 3 Cloaked Banshees or 3 to 4 Diamondbacks. For Fenix, you will use the champions that are not Talus and Caldalis as individual hit squads. I'll talk about them a little more later. Dehaka uses Impalers for close rifts. Han and Horner doesn't use hit squads. Tychus, I will need to explain this later. Since he's probably the strongest commander and many people will want to use him, I'll explain exactly what to do later. Zeratul uses 1 Void Templar in each hit squad group. You can also use observers and project 3 to 4 cannons to take out rifts. Stetman uses 10 to 15 lings for close rifts. Manx just spreads bunkers. You probably will have lots of small hit squads, and later on you can use Pride of Augustgrad to teleport to rifts. In the early game, here, this is where your main army should be, this red circle, because the attack waves come this way. And then you have 1 hit squad here. So you start off with you don't start off with that many resources, but your first hit squad should be on this side. Your main army will be right here. All the way up until 8 minutes, the rifts will be in these areas. So you should be able to handle them easily. Then, by 8 minute 20 rifts, the first spawn where 4 rifts appear at the same time, you should find a way to get some units to here and some units to here. For example, Alarak's mothership can fly this way and then warp in a hit squad of destroyers and then fly around this way and warp in another one. A lot of commanders who use air units or observers will generally fly this way and then go around this way to get into position. Then, after you destroy the second set, your main army will hang around in the center because you'll deal with attack waves. You'll have a hit squad here, and then you'll want a hit squad at the other side, on this side, because you want to replace where the main army once was. If you don't clear the second area, then your 4th hit squad will be around here. Some commanders don't want to waste units killing the middle, and that's fine. You just engage the attack waves over here. After you clear the 3rd set of shards, you can have a 5th hit squad over here, or you can just ignore the rifts that appear there in the future. If you choose to use the spread static defense strategy, like you can spread turrets or like spine crawlers in this area, and all the rifts that appear here will die, then the hit squad that was here can go up to here instead. This generally only works if you are a air unit based hit squad, not Dark Templars. For these hit squads right here, any hit squad that's right here or right here, you should beware of attack waves, because when they come through the middle, they might overwhelm like your puny force of 4 to 5 air units, or like 1 to 2 Dark Templar. So what you do is, around every attack wave, you just move them to the side. So you can hide them like over here if they're Dark Templar, or you can fly them away to the side. So you kind of have to pay attention to which wave it is and which direction that they're going. So for example, if the 14-minute wave goes this way, then you move your army like to the side over here just to get out of their way. For Fenix, you're going to start off with Tal'Darim here. So Caldalis is doing the objective most of the time. Then you will have Fenix suit in the beginning here. You will get Mojo much later. And then the next one, you'll get Warbringer up here. You do that by, you can fly the Arbiter suit over here and teleport Warbringer over here. Then you can, at the same time, you can move an observer this way, and after 820, you should have already killed the first shard, and then you will teleport Caldalis here, and he can take care of any rifts over here and the attack waves during the second set. Later on, when you move to the third set over here, then there will be no one here again. So yeah, by that time, you should add Clolarian and Mojo. So Clolarian can move up and take care of this area. Mojo plus his scouts will go here. Talus cannot take on rifts by herself because she's not that strong. So she kind of just helps Tal'Darim. For Tychus, in the early game, Tychus will deal with the attack waves, so he will be here. Sirius will be on the left side, so he will take care of these. Then, by 820, you want Sam to be over here. You can do that by getting Sam's third gear, where he gets the super cloak, and then you can like use a medevac, lift him up, and then drop him on this side, and then move him like that. So he can take care of all the rifts on this side. If at 820 rifts spawn on this side, you can wait, or you can like after the attack wave passes, Sam can like sneak by and take care of them, or you can just leave him alone until later. After the second set of shards, Tychus can just clear the entire middle area and stand here, and then your fourth outlaw, Nux, will take care of this area. After you get your fifth outlaw around 15 minutes, you might be waiting for the Odin to take care of this area. That's what I did at least. During this time, Sirius will move up here, Tychus moves over here, Sam's still here, Nux is still here, and your last outlaw is Vega. So you have all of these areas controlled. And then, when it's time to attack the third base, you can have auto turrets in this area, and then Nux takes care of this area. Vega moves over to this side, and then Sirius moves up and takes care of where Sam used to be. Sam will be attacking the slivers. So what you can do with Odin is you drop it over here, you nuke the entire area, and then if there are any rifts, you just teleport it back out. If not, you can continue attacking. So then, if an attack wave is about to come, you can just move Tychus back into position over here. Then, after the third area, when it's time to attack the fourth area, Sirius can move over to this side, Nux stays here, Vega stays here. And any rifts that spawn over on these side, you just ignore, because you're about to win anyways. So Tychus will use his Odin and then nuke this area, and then Sam will finish off the rest. If you're going all in, you can also bring Sirius and deal a bunch of damage as well. What happens if you see two rifts in the same area? Well, you should take out the one that is closer to your squad first. If you're paying attention to the time, you can let the rift wave spawn if necessary, then kill the rift. So you kill one, and then before you kill the second one, let the rift wave spawn, and then let them walk past you, and then you can go kill it. If the distance to the rifts is about the same, you should take out the rift that is farther away from your base. Because if you don't, the rift spawn that comes after 30 seconds might overwhelm your hit squad, and you don't want that to happen. So here's an example. Let's say that two rifts spawn in this area. If you already have like an outlaw, or not outlaw, you have a squad here and a squad here, then they can both, this guy, even though it's out of his range, technically, he can just like move over, kill this one, this guy kills this one. So both of them are taken care of immediately. However, if you don't have any hit squads here, and you're close to this one, you take care of this one first, then you go here. You may need to wait a little bit to let them spawn, because the enemies will go this way, and then you just kill them, let them spawn, and then they'll go past, then you take care of it. If you are standing right here, if your hit squad is just a little out of position, unfortunately, then you kill this one first because it's closer to you. And then if this one's about to spawn, you kind of just move up and away from where the enemies will go. Then after they move by, which is around like 10 seconds after they spawn, you just go in and kill them. This is where it's a mistake. So if you are like equidistant from these two and you kill this one first, then try to kill this one, what might happen is that when you're going up this way, the enemies that spawn from the rift might overwhelm your hit squad. So what you should do is you go kill this one first, then when the units spawn here, they will go towards your base, then you kill it. So you don't need to engage those units directly and put your hit squad in danger. If a rift spawns in a location that's deep in the enemy base, just leave it alone until you can clear it safely. You can, at this time, protect your natural from air enemies. So make extra missile turrets because you don't want Banshees, Void Rays, and Mutalisks harassing your workers. If you get 2 rifts in crappy locations, then it's time to sacrifice some units to get rid of it, or find a way to clear that area to get to it before you get overwhelmed. So the crappy spawns are like places like these. This one's not that crappy because this hit squad, if it's an air hit squad, you can actually get it. The orange ones here, these aren't so bad, but they're not that great. The blue one sucks because of the pirate ship. If you kill the pirate ship, this is perfectly fine. And here, so if you see rifts in crappy spots, you build extra static defense over here and over here to make sure that air units don't destroy your mineral line. This spot is pretty bad. This spot is pretty bad. These spots can be pretty bad as well. So hopefully you don't get any rifts in those areas. All right, and that's it for this lesson. So hope you liked that. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, leave your comments and share with others, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next lesson.